guys, welcome back to Rad Rob Gaming, host Rad Rob. I was hoping to change. Of course. I guess you can only do it on certain events. Justin Rose, got it. So I'm not sure why couldn't do that, but it's cool. It's cool, bro. Sorry, I have a lunch stuck in my tooth. On one tooth. What all I got? What?
2K Sports
Don't mind me.
and the PGA
Blah, blah, blah.
Tour
Okay.
are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational.
Can I drive it?
Today's coverage is just about to begin.
Yeah, why not?
Golby alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hey guys, I can't wait to watch
That
these
sucked.
two go at it again. It was an incredible battle first time round, and I think there'll be a few shots fired out here.
Yeah, he's going to have some bullets coming his way throughout this entire matchup. Let's see if he can dodge them. Henny, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
He is not going to like this one bit. This is what bad lies are made of.
This
Might be
is
nice to make
what
this one.
bad
This one's for
lies are
Eagle.
made of. Oh, get in the hole.
Oh, gee, that line was
Bro.
looking good, wasn't it? 3 feet to go here to the hole.
That would have been amazing.
That was a gallant
Holy
attempt.
shit. I couldn't see it. I couldn't see the hole.
Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par.
Oh, fuck me.
Yep, tracking well.
Well, that's embarrassing.
Free putting in for par.
Nothing
That's
wrong with
super
Roman
embarrassing.
Park just easing their way into this round.
Uh,
Tie for 14th place.
that was,
We know that Riviera starts with a
That was
5-4, but it may as well be
so
a
bad.
4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
And with that, he'll stay right there at
Oh, well.
par. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
should have been in.
Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch.
Judging it beautifully.
Teeing off now on this par 3.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green.
I went right to
If they
left.
do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive
Call me
no.
Mr. Parr.
Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that
Yeah, it was
chases
downhill.
away from them front to back. Again, a simple-looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Tracking,
That should have went in.
a bogey putt awaits.
That was unfortunate.
Sitting at 1 over for the day.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Opting for the 5-iron.
I hit the one
Didn't quite
fucking
have the
bunker
right
ring, though.
stuff there.
Good.
Another missed green in regulation. They got to do better.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Let's head to the par 4 7.
Yeah, I mean, this is a
The
strange
Again, it's a
course.
par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front.
I thought that was going to work
sure
out.
their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short. That's really not what they were looking for.
And he's down there.
Setting up from about 100 yards. Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
Trying to get to even par with this putt.
They've got this putt to tie Justin Rose.
Oh,
Fuck
just missed.
off.
This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. Good looking putt.
Wow.
A couple of inches away from five.
Wow. Okay.
6 shots after that hole.
That's fine.
The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. That's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. Well, Rich, as we make the turn to the back nine, what are your thoughts so far?
Well, Luke, this rivalry we have been watching has been fun. This player's behind their rival as we make the turn. It'll be fun to see how this matchup shakes out.
Well, it was a bold strategy, but it looks like it's going to pay off. Time for the second shot at the 10th. Okay, step one complete, out of the bunker. Now let's go make a putt.
This is on a great line.
Oh, that's good grit there.
That a way to grind it out. In the bunker, but up and down for the birdie. Nicely done.
Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
Nope. Not rewarded at all.
Wow, that's misjudged. Straight out of the top draw.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. Not bad. Sitting at +1. Going with the 5-iron here.
All right, he's going with a little extra club, gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
Super shot that.
Need that.
6 strokes back after that hole.
Back to even.
Reach the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. If you find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot.
You.
The difficulty gets when the pin is
Gotta make those, dude.
left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
And that par ensures he'll stay right there at even par. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Luke, it's a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
Wow.
This shot now being played from the fairway bunker. Yeah, that one will play. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
If they sink this putt, they'll pull ahead of Justin Rose. Let's see if they can ramp up this rivalry.
So no movement there. He stays at even with the card. The 16th at Riviera Ridge is the last chance to get amongst the birdies on a par 3.
A breathtaking short par 3, 166, an island green surrounded by bunkers.
Oh, so close. And that will put them ahead of their rival. A great performance on this hole. I know this hole's a par 5, but it's a long one, so don't feel the need to overpower it.
I didn't.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side, anywhere to the left, even in the rough left.
Thanks for telling me.
Just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Certainly good at making the birdies, but let's avoid those bogeys. That's tidy. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 150 yards.
Oh, that's a high-caliber shot.
I didn't think I was going to go that far.
What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
Straightforward, huh? That's all?
No, that's too bad. You'll have to settle for bogey there.
That's what I get for taking your word for it.
And this player is finished for the day.
Burp.
Well, Rich, after a sloppy start, they seem to pull that round together.
Yeah, no, it still sucked.
To do after that opening 9, it wasn't going to be pretty if they had the back 9 to match the front 9. Thankfully, they turned it around, got it back on the back 9.
Just shut your mouth, Rich.
PGA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
We're off the cart pass.
Here we are at the Genesis Invitational, one of the top events each year on the schedule. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam here as we keep an eye on this player who's been trailing in the tournament but has a real opportunity today.
They do. They need to get out there, though, and start firing at some flags. They've been playing very conservative all week long, and you can't continue to do that with any hopes of winning. You have to go ahead and start trying to take advantage of the conditions. Hit it close a few more times. And until they start doing that, I don't see them catching the leaders.
I know, I can't wait. Let's get back down to the coverage.
This whole sucks, dude, with the trees.
It's just about 3 feet away. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
Oh, he's caught up in some branches there.
Actually,
and
help
how's
me.
that ball lying?
No, this is just unfortunate. So close to the fairway,
So
but sitting
close.
really down.
Getting ready to play their third.
Oh,
it's
bitch
going
ass, that was in.
If he makes this, he'll save his par. That's a good putt to make, that one. Sitting at 1 over for the event.
I'm so fucked.
Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4.
That was atrocious. But I'll take it.
Where did that come from? That's not his style. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
And here we are with the third shot. Oh, that one just missed
The
the
bunker
hole.
play is so good.
A chance to save the par if he can make this one. Well done.
Par.
is
what we
currently
do here.
at +1 for the tournament. Here we are at the 4th hole.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Jesus, dude.
Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
Fucking horrible. This hole
Obvious,
sucks.
Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Just didn't drop. And that's all she.
Alright, well, that
Our
happened.
leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. It's time to step on the tee here at the 5th.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
7 feet to the cup. Well,
Whatever.
that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Currently at +3.
I'm fucked.
Always
This,
like to
this
see
course I'm
your
fucked.
name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
I'm not sure that's what they had in their mind. That's further right than they wanted. This would be a great up and down.
Would have been.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below.
Really?
They can be
Okay. Alright,
aggressive
now
on the
let's
hill.
just.
Our
I'm
leader
done.
is a couple of shots
There's
up
no
at this
fucking
stage.
point.
Deep into the
Drive
front nine.
everything.
Here we are at the 7th hole.
The fairway
Right in
bunker on the
trees.
left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players
this stuff.
want to try and hit it
Fuck
out
this
towards the far
course.
right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And a little
This is
slide on the
fucking horrible.
leaderboard happening. Make sure you respond quickly. Time to get this train back on the tracks. They need to focus here and get back into the game. Time for the second shot at the 8th. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade.
It doesn't
Nicely done. Great chip.
It doesn't matter. Just keep on
Well,
going
good move
in.
there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
And this shot from about 150 yards out. Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. This putt coming up is for birdie.
I can't hit
right by the
anything,
hole.
dude. I can't hit any putts.
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
This is what they have left for par.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Well, I love these holes. The short par 4. Do you be bold or lay up?
No, not at all. And what a hole it is. It's changed a lot over the years. This green is actually reminds me of something you would see at Pinehurst. There's no flat spots on it. It either is down
Really?
or uphill.
Even with the
That's it.
backspin, you
Players
fucking
most
suck.
likely will take driver or fairway wood and try and leave themselves just on the front left portion of this green. That's the most ideal spot they can hit it, no matter where they put the flagstick. However,
I'll still
hitting
finish
it
President
there
Rose,
is
don't worry about
nearly
that.
impossible. A keen
There's just
short
no
aim
way I'm
is
gonna win.
absolute necessity to make birdie here.
Oh dear. Can he get out of here?
They've got to use all the bounce and strength that they can muster. This is sitting down.
Oh, what a shame it didn't drop. But that looked good the whole way. Sitting at 6 over.
My TaylorMade hat is so sweaty and dirty.
This is where the golf course
it's
gets
being
extremely difficult, Luke.
Probably why I'm
This
not
tee
playing.
shot moves from left
I
to
guarantee
right,
that's
but
why.
massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them.
I can't.
Once you're in the fairway, though, your second
I
shot
suck.
is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous
This is not gonna be a
tree
very interesting
just
tournament,
short
so
and
sorry,
left of this
guys.
green.
Or
Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch
Exactly where I
everybody
wanna go.
butcher this hole.
All this rough looks to be lush and thick, doesn't it?
lush and thick.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. And here we are with the third shot. That'll flick a few of the leaves going through there. Let's see if you can make this. Keep the par on the card.
Fire.
And down she goes. And Brooke Henderson currently in the lead here. And we've arrived at a par 3.
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Almost one hop
Got
in
the
the hole.
birdie putt here.
Now this rivalry
you
has been
fucking
tough
blow.
all day, but if he holds this, he'll go one up on Justin Rose.
Oh, Canada! Brooke Henderson leads this tournament.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
From around 180 yards out. Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left.
Preferably to the left.
Do you think it's makeable?
Luke, I really don't think this is going to happen, but you know what? I've
He
been
was
wrong
right.
before, and it could happen again.
And the scores aren't
Let's see
crazy.
what
Like,
happens here at the 16th.
if I was playing well, I would be in
If you
contention,
can
but
believe
I'm
that.
not.
It's
just,
surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another
in not
one
give
of
a
the
fuck mode right
all-time
now.
great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par
timing
will
is
be
completely
nearly
off.
impossible.
Time for the second shot at the 17th.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
what that
give
was.
yourself a pat on the back. Getting ready to play their third. Opting for the 6-iron. That's less than ideal. He'll be disappointed in that
Well,
one.
can I play that off of there?
And here we are with their fourth.
Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah.
Well, that was a strange one. Didn't see that happening. Time for the 5th shot. Wow.
Oh, that would have been amazing. Okay, bye.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 30 feet from the cup.
That's frustrating.
It's very
The leader
frustrating.
now has a 1-stroke advantage. And coming off a double bogey, you'd imagine their heads down a bit. Time to just clear
How
that
is
from the
that
mind.
not out of bounds? Being in the
Shot
stands.
Up the hill, fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a
Hey, a good shot.
eucalyptus
Holy
tree, so
shit.
You cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the player.
actually get a birdie?
Not towards them.
I
even though
finished
the
with a
second
birdie.
shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest.
I
on
should
the
seriously
golf
drop
course,
out
and getting it
if I don't
close
make the cut.
Is nearly
I might not
impossible.
make the cut.
It is a heck of a finishing hole.
Unfortunately, I made the cut.
So, 2 rounds in the books, Rich. Not a bad little day's work, I think.
Nah, and only 2 more to go. Looking forward to seeing what happens over the final 36.
Not that it matters at all. I am going to switch balls. Not that it matters. we're well past anything even close to the lead.
PGA Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this third round action. G'day everyone, Luke Elvey here with Rich Beam. And Rich, this next golfer, as they begin their round, what do you think of their chances?
Luke, only a couple behind, so yeah, they are right into this at the moment. They've got to keep pressing on, not worry about what
Just
the
a
players
couple
are doing around
behind.
them, and keep their eye on the prize. Keep on that front foot and start making birdies.
Oh, I can't wait. Salivating to see how today's play goes.
I didn't hit it hard,
It was on a good line.
but it still went that far. Okay, bye.
Downhill, all the way, down grain just a bit. They let it get away from them.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Just 3 feet to the cup.
I hate this hole so much.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Par. Shocker.
Canada's Brooke Henderson currently enjoying first place in this one. We've arrived at a par 4.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's
I mean, that's the bread and butter, isn't it?
And it's worth taking another look at that one.
I'm glad we get to see this again. This one should be practiced at home.
What is?
Currently at 6 over par. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole.
That's such a bad fucking hit.
Sometimes you hit some good ones, sometimes you hit some bad ones. Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left. And here we are with the third shot. Ooh, that almost went down. We'll take a tap in any day for par. Teeing off here at the 4th.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green.
I do it every time.
They've got an opportunity
I still
to
end
get
up with this
really
shit.
close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and
I
that
got
is a
lucky there.
massive no-no.
Well, nice to drop a putt of that length.
I got
Well
lucky
done.
there.
And
Those two birdies are the first two birdies I've had
She's on top of this
in the
leaderboard.
first 5 holes.
Teeing off here at the 5th.
Finally, in
The fairway
they come in the
does
third
run
round.
out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from their front.
Yep, and there
to
goes.
back.
See you.
Again, a simple-looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Break, hold, break, hold bricks.
Ouch, that hurts.
That's really close.
And that for par. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. Well, they'd love a little bounce to the right here. That's a great shot into birdie range here at the 6th. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Firm, back, up the hill. This will be a good one.
Ah, come on.
Par putt
dude.
coming up here.
Break it last
And
minute.
it's Brooke Henderson on
Sucks.
top of things. Teeing off here at the 7th.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine.
That's what she said.
And so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the Barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway,
Oh,
happy
beautiful.
days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole.
The scores
in
were
order
not
for
out
it
of reach
come
this
back
tournament.
down towards the hole.
Had I just
You
bowled,
will have a
or
downhill
bowled,
putt.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
better than coming up
Had
short.
I played
That looked like a big hook.
fairly well, I wouldn't have this problem.
And from the bunker here. Well played. Scorecard filled.
Call me
with
the
threes
beach
never
bum.
hurts. Good putt to make this. Just 4 feet remaining
So close.
between him and the hole.
Yeah,
Oh,
that sucked.
just
That
missed.
sucked ass. That was
And just plenty
unfortunate.
up for bogey on this hole. And after a bogey at the last, they're looking for a big drive on this hole.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
This putt for par here. Well hold. Oh, Canada. Brooke Henderson leads this tournament.
I would crush
This
this
hole
round.
here
If I
is a
played well,
par
I would
four.
crush.
No,
I would crush.
not
I'm not making
at all.
excuses.
And
I'm
what
just
a
saying.
hole it is. It's changed a lot over the years.
Scores are not running
This
away.
green is actually
Fuck that,
reminds
fuck that.
me of something you would see at
I'm just horrible.
Pinehurst. There's no flat spots on it. It either is downhill or uphill. That's it.
The chips
Players
are
most
beautiful
likely
though.
will take driver or fairway wood and try and leave themselves just on the front left portion of the screen. That's the most ideal spot they can hit it.
Could I make a
Where
run?
They put the flagstick. However, hitting it
Yeah, I
there
mean, I
is
still think it's not
nearly
completely out of
impossible.
reach.
A keen short game is absolute necessity to make
That
birdie here.
sucked.
Penny,
we be
how
honest?
bad does this lie?
Well, it's a
That
little
was really
deeper into
unfortunate.
the rough, but it's sitting nicely.
Getting ready to play their third.
Really? 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 Wow. Okay.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Oh, so close. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Let's see what happens here at the 12th.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
And Brooke Henderson currently in the lead here. And Henny, what's he facing?
The wind has really picked up.
Setting up here from about 170 yards. All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Yeah, good mid-range putt this one. Right on 17 feet. And racking
Nice.
up their fifth birdie of the day. Canada's Brooke
Why do I
Henderson
care? Why do I even
currently in
care?
the field here.
Because I get
Let's
this
see what
close, right?
happens here at the 14th.
Luke, this is a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically,
And then you
it's
missed
not
that.
the easiest
You
par three
fucking
on
idiot.
this
And that's
golf
why you
course.
deserve to lose this
For me,
fucking tournament.
I think different.
Such a brilliant fucking tee shot.
This is what they have left for a par.
And it's Brooke Henderson on top of things.
That's why.
Gotta say, there's some of the best rhythm in the game.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
It's a decent fairway to hit this one. Not sure if they'll find it, though. This would be a great up and down from this spot.
I even tried to hit it light.
Still a
Yeah,
fair way away
it's
from the
super
hole
over.
Here. Time to make a long putt.
This putt to try and save their par.
Oh, Canada!
It's super over.
Brooke Henderson leads this tournament. Stepping up to the 16th tee
That
now.
was horrible.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
I tried to have a good run at
Henderson
it.
currently in the lead here. Love the long holes. Welcome to the par 5.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
And it's time to recap that play.
Perfect distance, perfectly judged, and look at that. Straight in the hole.
Yep. Those are fairly simple. I used to always get the computer shit for doing it all the time, but
she's on top of this
I do it
leaderboard.
all the time too.
Now take the stroll to the final tee of this round.
Tee shot up the hill, fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
2 chips.
Worth a replay. Let's take another look.
Oh yeah, look at
Close
those
it out.
hands. What a chip shot.
That's just what I do.
Okay, Rich, just around to play now. What an exciting finish we got coming up.
Same, Luke. Enjoyed the day.
4 under after all that.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak, and John McCarthy, plus all the hard
Not gonna win,
folks behind the action at 2K Sports.
Might make it a little bit interesting. 164. It's pretty bad. But switching balls actually was a smart thing to do. I didn't realize I was using magnets or frictions. It was frictions maybe. I don't remember. And that does make a difference.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Here we are at the Genesis Invitational, one of the top events each year on the schedule. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. I'm Luke Elvey, here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, this next golfer starts their round. What do you think about their chances?
Right now, he has not got the victory
best I've ever done in this hole.
A good final round here could see him into the
Minus 14. Where the hell did that come
It's set
from?
up for an exciting event. Can't wait to get into this. Here we are at the second tee.
Okay, never mind.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second
I'm so
hole,
tired of hearing this.
pretty
He says
straight
it
away
every
off the tee
fucking
shot.
time.
The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
And that puddle drop. Well done.
What happened to Brooke?
Here we are at the third. Oh, that is a thing of beauty. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. That was exactly what the doctor ordered.
An indefinite range for birdie.
Sitting at 1 over for the event.
She just dropped off the map. What happened? Ugh.
That's the common mistake, hitting it out to the left.
Ugh.
And he's not hit the mark on that
That was
approach.
pretty bad.
Wynn got that one and took it wayward.
No, I took it wayward.
Didn't that look good for a long time? And if this can go down, he'll save par. That gets the job done.
Seriously, where did Brooke go?
Current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead.
She was winning, right?
Tee of a long
Okay,
par four.
so was that last
The
tournament?
fairway
Am I
does
stupid?
run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
I hate this
Is it
fucking
par
green.
putt?
I hate this green so much.
Putt is underway.
Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage.
It's so weird. It's like the people just completely
Now at the
changed.
6th hole.
What an incredible design this is. And it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, front left, and back left, they all have their unique features to it, and that all
Thought that was going in.
is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4
I think I hit a
quadrants. It
tree.
is just an amazing design.
Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
Not the best tee shot, but they got lucky with this lie.
That's not what he had hoped for, I'm pretty sure of that.
Roll back. Dude, I am the fucking beach king.
That bunker shot. The putt drops, and we're moving on. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole.
Wind took it.
Now just 1 over par. And choosing the 8-iron here.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
Good look at a birdie here. That was a gallant attempt.
Oh, bye.
I think they didn't really understand how much downhill it actually was.
Oh, get in the fucking hole.
Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
That's bullshit.
Great touch.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Sitting at 2 over for the event.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Here we have a short par 4.
No, not at all. And what a hole it is. It's changed a lot over the years. This green is actually reminds me of
think
something
that's
you would
twice I've
see
done
at
that.
Pinehurst. There's no flat spots on it. It either is downhill or uphill. That's it. Players most likely will take driver or fairway wood and try and leave themselves just in the front left portion of this green. That's the most ideal spot they can hit it, no matter where they put the flagstick. However, hitting it there is nearly impossible. A keen short game is absolute necessity to make birdie here.
Time for the second shot at the 11th. It's a brave one. Driver off the deck. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
I tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game, a bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
So close.
A spot amongst the leaders here awaits if they can make this. Move inside the top 20. And this player's
Somehow.
moving up on the leaderboard after that hole.
The tempo there was exquisite.
Sitting at 1 over.
Feeling strong, going for less club. Yep, he's putting Rosie's nosy out of joint with that one. That was an incredible approach.
Fuck's she talking about?
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Setting up now on a par 4.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from
Nope.
right to
I
left.
just
off
hit it
this
right
tee.
over
If
him.
you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the Barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
So, no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th.
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
Pretty straight green.
And down it goes.
What a gargantuan tee shot.
Pretty solid.
This shot from 120 yards. This one looks like it's going right.
Looked like it.
And he's safely on the green.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
Yeah, that's lovely weight. Getting it right up by the hole. Excellent job. So no movement there. The player remains at even par. Just needs this one to kick right. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. Just didn't drop. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
Nice little par putt here.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. That's a good-looking shot there. Second shot here on the 17th hole. And here we are with the third shot. And that's a poor lie. Will he be able to get out of here?
They'll have to get their best.
Oh, what a touch of class. Holds it from the shot.
On the beach bum.
This is just absolutely textbook, Luke. This is
King
how
of the
you do
ocean.
it.
What can I say?
Currently 1 under for the event.
1 under, I'll take it.
Now on the
All
tee,
day.
fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Tee shot up the hill, fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot
he's right.
is to a green that actually tilts away
He's
from
literally
the
right.
players, not towards them, even
All
though
right,
the
so much
second
for 1
shot
under.
is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible.
I reached it, I
is
just didn't finish
a heck
it.
of a finishing hole.
And
Even.
that'll do it for this player.
Fucking
at this
even.
tournament.
Look at that putt,
Moments
dude.
like that deserve another look.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Whatever. Dead nuts even.
This is what I really love about these rivalries, Henny. They can take on some of the great players in the game, players who've won major championships, some of the biggest wins in the history of the sport, and yet they come out on top.
Whatever.
Not only on top, they come out with a dominant win.
Luke, there was nothing small or shy or tired about that performance. That was really incredible. It was a pleasure to
Blah, blah,
watch.
blah.
This player came out all gun.
Still got a commanding lead over Tiger, so all good. This gets annoying. Next is Northern Shore Open. All right, guys, thanks for watching. See you next one. Take care. Peace.